hunted for a murder he did not commit, and a budding romance in tatters. An opportunity for a whole new chapter of our story. New places, new people. It's so exciting. What will happen next?
Thank you for coming to my office, Mrs. McMildan.
It's my pleasure. I so want to get to the bottom of this and find my son.
Well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we've analyzed the femur found in the washing machine, the burnt-out estate.
Oh, tell me, please.
It's far too big. It belonged to a much taller man. It couldn't possibly have belonged to Thomas McMildan.
Thank the Lord.
Are you ready for the bad news?
I guess I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Well, as you probably guessed, I'm investigating this crime on behalf of the insurance agency. It's frankly the most serious crime that I've ever had the chance to investigate.
But you do know what you're doing, of course.
I hope so. If I may be frank with you, I really wanted to be a policeman as a child. I didn't make it through the academy.
Well,
I
that's
was
comforting.
a terrible shot. You see? No aim, all jitters. But if I crack this case, well, it might just be the stepping stone into the police force that I've been looking for, which is why I'm desperate to catch the butler. How could I have not seen it before? I suspected Mrs. Sanders, but it's always the butler.
I could have told you that.
And it makes perfect sense. He's lived with her for years, through all those fires, all the way back since Minneapolis. But now he's disappeared. And, well, I did some interviewing of other handymen and service people that worked on the estate. It seems that in the final few weeks before the fire, he and your son became very close. I am now under the impression that if Charles the butler is on the run, well, he's sought asylum with your son.
Then we have to find him.
Indeed.
There's something I should tell you.
What?
Since you have an interesting history with the police department, I too wanted to be a policeman when I was a child.
We don't say.
I, maybe unlike you, was very good at it. However, being a woman, well, they wouldn't take me seriously, even though I had the skills.
Sure, it's just science.
So let me help you.
Yes, I would like that very much, for I'm afraid your son may be in grave danger, under the influence of a psychopath who's charmed his way into your son's life and talked him into disappearing with him together as accomplices.
I never even knew that he knew this butler man. He never even mentioned him.
Yes, apparently he's quite charming. He had worked his way romantically into the eyes of Mrs. Sanders.
That evil woman.
She may be, but I'm afraid she's also a terrible victim caught up in all of this, caught up in the butler Charles's devious schemes. But you must tell me, if your son were to go on the run, where might he head?
Well, he has a strange fascination with Malaysia. I would imagine that that's where he'd want to go. Mrs. Sanders used to talk about Malaysia.
Mrs. McMildan, I've been given carte blanche, an open checkbook to investigate this crime across the globe. Will you join me on a flight to Malaysia? We leave tomorrow first thing.
I'm with you.
Then let's go pack.
Let's go.
Julia, please, just come aboard! Please!
Charles, no!
Please, this boat leaves in just a minute's time. Here.
Charles! I can't trust longer.
No, as I told you, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. Oh, good. They're undoing the ropes. Look, I bought us passage to Malaysia. We must leave the country.
Charles, I will travel with you on this boat, but I shall take a separate cabin. You must know, things have changed.
Mrs. Sanders, Julia, you don't think that I did it? I told you, I found him there. I've been your trusted, loyal butler for so many years.
Charles, I've seen you handle a steak knife, a carving knife, a butter knife, a paring knife. I know you well enough to know that you know how to slice a roast beef, carve a turkey, cut a ham.
As I'm telling you, I didn't do it, but you know what? He deserved it.
Oh, how dare you! Charles, you have just...
Mama Julia! Get on the boat!
Oh dear, Agatha, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, Mama Julia, what are you doing with this murderer?
Agatha, come
Do you happen to have the will? So sad.
Julia, you must listen to me. She's plotting against you. She was working with your son to kill you.
How could you listen to this murderer?
Mama Julia, this is a time to be with family.
Yes, my dear. Charles, I shall be in a cabin with my Agatha. Agatha, come. I want to read.
We're in cabin M3.
Look here, in the obituary. Oh, my baby. I know, my dear. Oh, come sit. I know how sad you must be.
I'm
so sorry.
It's true, I am so very sad. But you should know, your son, he was not a loving husband.
What?
He had cruelness in him.
Oh, dear.
And I'm afraid that in his darkest moments, he wished to kill you.
Agatha, why would you say such a thing?
I just want you to trust me.
People have been trying to tell me just as much. Agatha, can I trust you?
Oh, more than anyone.
I see you as my daughter.
I see you as my mother. Cigarette?
Yes, please. How shall I mourn my son? Oh, thank you, my dear.
You should just throw that cigarette down right now and
I like it when you give it to me lit like that. That purse lighter is so handy.
it is. I need one. It's come in handy many times. Just normally with cigarettes and things.
Oh, darling, look out the window. There's the ocean. So big, so blue.
Yes. Maybe we go out onto the balcony.
Yes. Come, Agatha. Let's look.
Oh no, they've barred our balcony. Oh, well, it's still lovely.
I demand a better room. This shall not do.
Yes.
Agatha, darling, I'm so grateful that you're my one last surviving family member. The only one I can trust.
Yes, yes. And in times like these,
Yes.
it's important to know where the will is.
Yes, indeed. The will. Oh, indeed.
Yes.
I've kept it in Malaysia in a lockbox.
Good. So we must make it to Malaysia then together.
We shall be there in several days, I assume. I look at my watch, but I don't have one.
Whatever you do, don't trust Charles.
Of course not.
You want an airplane, do you?
Yes, we need to get to Malaysia immediately.
Yes.
I
No delay.
hope you understand that I don't always make enough money running the motel, so I fly private charter airplanes as well.
How fortunate.
Yes, welcome to Bates Airlines.
Yes, well, when do we depart? We're very eager to get going.
Right away, please.
Then this is what we're flying in.
Oh, absolutely.
And this can take us all the way to Malaysia.
Yes, it's a 3-seater.
I've never been in an airplane before.
Then we'll just sit here in the cockpit with you.
Yes, please, I get lonely.
I always thought planes had back seats or something.
This is a smart plane. You wouldn't mind pushing that orange button for me?
Oh, well, co-pilot.
No! I meant the red button. If you had pushed the orange button, we'd all be dead.
Oh, dear. Is now a good time to let you know I'm slightly colorblind.
It's the square one.
Of course.
Oh, feel the hum of that engine. Feel us taxiing down the runway.
Is this a good time to tell you that I'm afraid of heights?
Here we go! Isn't it beautiful? Nothing between us and death except a thin sheet of aluminum.
It's all right.
Oh, Agatha, look. Look at that plane out the window.
It looks like they're trying to land here.
Oh, no, but look, they're doing a loop-de-loop.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! No! I don't want to die this way!
It looks peaceful.
Whoa! We made it! I thought for sure I was gonna kill us.
Wait! Who is that? Miss Sanders! Miss Sanders! I think I see that investigator in the plane overhead.
My
Please.
goodness!
I probably shouldn't be leaning out the window like this, should I?
Frankly, I don't care.
Why, that doesn't look like the investigator. That looks like Dora. Look at her flailing her arms about out the window.
What commotion is it those people are making on the deck of that boat over there?
I don't know. Dora, lean out. See if you can make out what they're saying or who they are. There's some sign of siren. I think they might be dropping a bomb on us.
Oh, my dear.
Please, Miss Sanders, let me into your room right now. I need to protect you.
Charles, no. No, no, no.
I'm barging in.
No!
Hey,
No!
on the deck of that ship, I recognize that butler outfit and towel draped over forearm anywhere.
That's amazing! For no reason at all, I'm going to do a belly roll!
Look at that plane! Good Lord! It must be a trick pilot.
Nathan, you've got to bring us down on the deck of that plane. I'm going to push the land button.
You want me to land this plane on the boat?
Yes,
Well, that's okay. There's plenty of room. It's a very small plane.
exactly.
All right.
They're coming down!
Oh, they're going to time bomb us. Get down again.
There we go.
Oh, they touched down in the boat.
Oh, it's a rather small plane.
Quick,
It looks so much larger in the sky.
we're almost to Malaysia, so we've got to stop them quickly. Miss Sanders, there is a little escape boat down there. We must get on. Hurry.
Charles, I do not trust you, and I shall not listen to you. If you wish to get on the escape boat, then you shall do so alone. For I know I only have one person that I can trust. My dear sweet Agatha.
But I love you.
If you loved me, why would you do such a thing?
Sweet L.
Nope.
Go. Sweet F. Oh, where is he? Why is he gone?
That way on an escape pod. Quickly.
Damn it. He's heading ashore.
I don't care! I'm going after him!
Wait. Dora, how?
insurance agent?
It was.
I must go ask him about our life insurance policy. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing on this boat?
Thomas, thank you for meeting me here.
Oh, Charles, of course. My good friend.
Oh, you're alive.
Yes,
Oh, gosh, and you made it to Malaysia so fast.
I did.
Oh, thank you for meeting me here on the beach.
Of course. Of course. I care about you deeply, my friend.
Thank you so much. Well, as you must have gotten my telegram, I'm wanted for murder, and
Yes,
there's many people after me.
that's ridiculous. You would never harm a single soul.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, I'll protect you. I'll help you as much as I can, good friend.
Now, Thomas, I must tell you, amongst the people, it's your mother.
My mother.
Yes, she's joined them.
So she thinks that you're the killer.
She does, and if she knew that you were entangled in all this, well, I wouldn't want to come between the two of you.
Your innocence is my priority, good friend. My mother will understand. I'll explain it to her that you're a good man and you would never do such a thing. Who died anyway?
There was some man from Mallorca. But anyway, I tell you, it wasn't me, it was her children. And Anthony, he was the one who I found.
Ah, yes. Well, you're safe here in Malaysia. I'll do anything to keep you protected until we can clear your name.
Do you mind if I take a seat in this cabana?
Please, of course. Make yourself at home.
Thomas, I'm so grateful that you've come here to run the cricket croquet tournaments. And
It's rather hot here.
I must tell you, I'm all out of money.
I have a little savings.
Yes, but if I'm going to be on the run, well, there is a place where I know to be a lot of money. There's a lockbox that Miss Sanders keeps here.
How much money? And where is this? You can trust me with it.
Well, she stores it in a very large tower with a name that I can't pronounce. But if we were to go there and get the money, why, I think I could live the rest of my life on the lam.
Well, the largest tower in Malaysia is the Kuala Lumpur Tower.
Do you think you could take me there and we can get the money?
Of course.
You're a dear friend.
Yes.
I am so sad that she thinks I've done this.
I know how hard this must be, but
Thomas, if I told you in our many nights in the kitchen at her mansions in Mallorca and Milwaukee, that I'm deeply in love with her.
oh. Those nights were very special for me. Anyway, let's go.
James, I'm sure, since I couldn't find the butler, that Thomas would go to the Ajodhpur Tower. He was very fond of it. It's the highest tower in Malaysia.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this, Dora. I failed again.
You haven't failed
I mean,
yet.
maybe you should just go to the tower by yourself.
No, I need you.
Oh, need me what? I couldn't get us to Malaysia. I had us land on a boat. I had him in my sights.
But we're here. We have to stay in the moment. You can't give up. I need you. I need my son.
Dora, I have to confess, on that plane, when we were looping, I saw my life flash before my eyes, and I realized I've made nothing of myself. I live alone with a cat. I'm an insurance agent.
I love cats.
Do you?
Yes.
And then, in that my darkest moment, when I needed comfort more than anything else, I felt your hand clawed into my chest as you held on for dear life and, well, gave me solace. I know I probably should have asked before now, but was there ever a Mr. McMilden, and what became of him? I see you're married. Of course,
No. Quite the opposite. Thomas was born out of wedlock. Do you hate me?
Of course not.
I'm so ashamed.
In the insurance world, I've seen it all. Yes, of course.
Such a man of the world.
You know what? I think maybe a woman could become a police officer.
Do you?
Yes, Dora, you're reading my mind, watching your boys.
I think I love you.
I think I love you. But I'm still questioning.
And my son is still gone. What folly. Forgive
Yes.
me.
No, that's all right. I
Shall we go to
understand.
the tower?
Yes, we could never fully be together until we know that your son is safe. And I know that I'm man enough for you. Then why don't the two of us head off to that giant erection together?
Agatha, this kind gentleman will guide us to the lockbox. It was quite a long journey up that. It was. I'm surprised you're still doing so well. You teetered over the edge of that cliff many times. But good for you, you hung on. Well, you know, in this box is everything. And Agatha, when we arrive back home, everything shall be yours, if I were not to make it back. I shall keep this in my purse. In your purse? Yes. Unfortunately, I do not have one of those lighters like you do in your purse, but I shall stay very safe in here. Agatha, I shall let you know that the will shall be changed, so that everything shall be yours upon my death. So it's not how it currently rests, then? I'm not written in that will? I'm sorry, but it was to go to my son and to Charles. And we'll be changing that now, Agatha. You see, I'll be removing Charles from the... Oh, no. Are you going to... Oh, please.